Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex Price here at Angle Sports Center, and we got your fishing report for this week. We're gonna start off with chumming, for stripers, jigging, trolling, and then whatever all the other stuff going around. Chumming wise, everything that we've been getting reports of has been really far north still, as we talked about the previous weeks. We're still going to be talking about Hodges Bar, which is north of Swan Point, around Post Island, which is north of that. Any kind of, pretty much all the ledges around Hodges Bar going up towards the flats are going to be really good areas to go chumming, especially Hodges Bar and around the Post Island. Fresh cut LY, soft crabs, and a lot of guys up there. It's a typical thing that a lot of people like to do up there is live line eels. You're pretty far up north, so it's more common for those stripers to feed on eels up there. You're pretty much almost closer to the flats, Susquehanna Flats. So live line and eels and perch are going to be one of the things to pretty much try up there, and will be really successful for you guys chumming or live lining those kinds of baits. Morning tide changes have been the best right now, since you have colder water temperatures, more oxygen moving through the water. So the morning time is actually the better time to go out there right now. I'm not saying you're not going to catch anything on the evening tide, but those water temperatures warm up, and the fishing just kind of slows down a little bit. Now for you guys a little bit down closer towards Annapolis, we're talking about Love Point, still holding some fish. They move throughout the days, by the day, by the week, so you'll find some fish over there. Not as much as the guys up north. Particular Point is still holding some fish. Mixed sizes from anything between non-keepers to some keeper-sized fish. Now you guys jigging, the colors that people have been using being really productive, and these colors you can only get at Anglers or Anglers exclusive BKDs. And these BKDs are essentially, the go-to bait in the bait, hands down. My personal favorites. I pretty much throw them exclusively out there. One of them is the go-to, which is a chartreuse white blend BKD. And the other color is what we call the slimy bunker, which is a lime green with a LY bottom color. So those two have been really productive this past week or so. Try those on a GI jig, half-ounce jig, or any kind of choice jig you want. I personally like to throw them on that chartreuse GI jig half-ounce, and it's been a killer combo for myself out here. Jigging around the Bay Bridge pilings, there's a lot of mixed-sized fish, from undersized fish to some keeper-sized fish. Topwater, I know it's weird talking about topwater being this good during the summer. We used to exclusively having a really great topwater bite in the fall. But the Chuck Norris, if you can find smackets, spooks, those are the baits of choice. Early in the morning, around structure, or even if you find breaking fish, that's going to be your best bet right here. And that's how you get some of the kids excited and hooked into fishing, trying some topwater. Subsurface baits, one thing I always see people doing is that they throw topwater, and then once topwater stops, they move on, or they go to a different place. If you're fishing around structure, once topwater dies off, try some subsurface. This little lure here is a unique lure by Savage Gear. It's called a Blacktip Herring 135, and it's a stick bait that sinks down, but as soon as you reel it in, there's a bill that deploys from the bottom and makes it go up, and then it's almost like jigging it. Goes up, down, up, down. That's been really productive out there on that natural color. Try those out. Paddle tails have been really good around shallows or structure. Now, if we're talking about structure-wise, we're talking about anything around the Bay Bridge pilings, shoreline structure, grass flats. We're talking about rocks, dock areas, and like I said, early morning is going to be mostly your best time to do that. The Bay Bridge rock piles have been really productive with fishing at night and early morning with topwater lures, so try that out. If you're fishing north, anywhere around that shoreline structure, around Hodges Bar, Swan Point, and all those areas will be really productive. If you're trolling, hoses, drone spoons, Tony spoons, 17 size, Tony's spoonbrellas are the ticket to go right now, since we have some bluefish around. triple buoys down to the Bay Bridge, and from the Bay Bridge to Hackett's or Bloody Point have been really productive. You guys around the mouth of the Eastern Bay are finding some fish around that area, and also some bluefish around now. So that's, you know, one thing to do. Shore fishermen, it seems like Romoco picked up really well this past week, mainly in the evening with soft crabs. A lot of guys catching keeper-sized stripers. Sandy Point, hit or miss depending on the tides. Mainly early morning in that spot for right now, for what we've been getting reports of. Spot are not in here yet, so spot, you know, you'll catch a 1 or 2 out there. If you get lucky, if you catch more. Bloodworms are the tickets for those, and also you know, some racer clams. So a lot of perch around, and some mixed channel catfish around the area for you guys shore fishing. Definitely try Kent Narrows for you guys shore fishing, perch fishing around the area. It's pretty much, you know, hit or miss depending on the area. Perch pounders, any kind of spinner like we always talk about. If you're bottom fishing, try, you know, some bloodworms and racer clams. Crabbing has been picking up for everybody around this area. Racer clams are still the way to go, but you can also mix and match your trout line or your pots between chicken necks and racer clams. You want some moving water. We're talking about 8 foot or less of water right now, so, you know, give it a shot out there. I know guys have been saying it's been picking up. You know, we had a really slow start, so try those out. And that's it for your fishing report for this week. Send us your reports. Make sure you subscribe. Send us your pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and you guys have a good one.